Pike Block is a historic preservation project located right in the center of downtown Syracuse, New York.
The goal was to create a development there that sent the message downtown that what was happening behind the scenes on Armory Square really was starting to work its way out towards Salina Street.
Pike Block is one of the most important development projects we've seen in downtown Syracuse in the last 20 years. It really is the corner of Main and Main. Those buildings sat vacant and unoccupied for over a decade. And to see people back in their retail shops, to see people living in that building, to see the architectural beauty return to the community is just an accomplishment that I think really has set the tone for so much of the redevelopment that downtown Syracuse has seen in the last decade.
Syracuse, people have always judged the health of our community by the condition of Salina Street. And for many years, it was known as a shopping district. There were a number of theaters. People have such fond memories of coming into downtown Syracuse. But then, as all downtowns, we went through a bit of a transition.
I've been here since about 1984, and I've seen a real transition from an active downtown area with department stores, Sibley's Days, that type of thing, to the effect that large malls had on the downtown area.
At the time, Salina Street was still pretty dismal in downtown Syracuse. All the retail businesses had left back in the 70s, and it was still kicking along in pretty tough shape a good 30, 35 years later.
We wanted something that was going to be vibrant, and that was very important to us when we were considering getting involved in the project. From a constructability and design standpoint, it was very challenging because we were dealing with 4 buildings that were built at the turn of the last century.
There were a lot of hurdles that we had to go over. Every building, the apartments are different because they had to respond to the existing conditions. And that really is the nature of rehabilitation projects, that you're not starting from scratch.
To bridge that gap and to really get the downtown redevelopment kicked off, there was almost $7 million of outside funds which went into helping put the project together.
We created a historic district on South Salina Street's commercial corridor. So what that allowed for is the use of historic preservation tax credits as part of the refinancing of the project to make a lot of these redevelopments possible.
I think projects like the Pike Block help people understand what is possible. I think for those who've lived in Syracuse for a long period of time, they've seen these buildings be critical parts of our community life. And then over time, those buildings decay. And I think that has the potential to create in people's minds a sense that the community itself is decaying. And so when these properties are brought back to life, when there's a property owner like VIP that puts the money and the resources and the time and the attention into caring for that building, we remind people that we care for our entire community, and we remind people that better days are ahead.